Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show, with the weekly recap. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having a great time and enjoying things, the summer, so on. Yeah. All right, I want to give a nice big shout out to my brother Frankie and my sister-in-law Sylvia, my nephew Ryan for hooking me up with this fantastic Godzilla shirt. They know I'm a big Godzilla fan. Love Godzilla. It's my man, the king. Yeah. That's right, man. All right. Yo, let's just go get into the news, man. Firespawn has officially announced their long-awaited return, marking a powerful new chapter in the wake of former vocalist LG Petrov's passing in 2021. The band has enlisted legendary Swedish death metal veteran Jörgen Sandström, formerly of Grave and Torture Division, as their new frontman, calling the reunion a living tribute to Petrov's legacy following his battle with bile duct cancer. All right, they say we're back, said founding Firespawn guitarist Victor Brandon, that this band has always been about a deep connection between us and the musicians, with the music itself and with the scene that has supported us from day one. We're doing this for the love and respect of LG, and his spirit is still very much present in everything we do. All right, hey, yo, look, I'm all for it, man. I think it's going to be fantastic. This is going to be pretty much a living tribute to my man LG, all right? And I'm looking forward to seeing that, man. That's going to be fucking interesting, man. Yo, let's get this shit going, all right? All right, now we got my man Tony Iommi offers update on his upcoming solo album. I've got one singer on it, he says, and he can't stop making music. Tony Iommi, the iconic Black Sabbath guitarist, is back in the studio, actively progressing on his much-anticipated solo album. Following his momentous performance on the Back to the Beginning concert on July 5th, Iommi confirmed that the break for the Black Sabbath reunion is over and his focus has returned to new music. In an interview on Sirius, Iommi detailed the interruption to his creative flow. Well, I was doing my own album until that event came up, he explained, referring to the recent event. And then, of course, I had to stop and concentrate on the Sabbath performance, but I'm continuing next week on trying to finish off what I started with this album. He hasn't really said who it is yet. I mean, I think that should be pretty interesting. I mean, you know, Tony Iommi is still a fantastic guitarist, and if you can still keep playing, brother. Why not? You know, I mean, just because Black Sabbath is no more doesn't mean some of these guys can't still go and do their own things, you know. And speaking to the Back to Beginning tour, according to the receipts, they said I think they've made over $190 million for charity. So I think that's pretty cool. You know, I mean, not bad. $190 million for charity. Not bad, guys. Not bad. All right. Now, speaking of Ozzy, we're gonna get over to Ozzy right now. I'm just like, I don't know what to say anymore. Ozzy Osbourne announces his final memoir, Last Rites. Okay, the Prince of Darkness is ready to tell his story one last time. Ozzy has announced the release of the second and final memoir, Last Rites, due out October 7th via Grand Central Publishing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, look, to me, again, I've said it in the last couple of videos. This is, to me, Sharon just squeezing everything she can get from Ozzy before he goes. I mean, it's just a shame, you know, because, look, it's almost like this is not even Ozzy talking anymore, all right? It's almost like he's a puppet and Sharon is just pulling the strings, and it's a fucking shame. Look, man, just leave the man alone. Let him go the way he wants to go, and that's it, man. This is just... You could just see it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell what the fuck is going on. I'm telling you, ridiculous. All right, now we're gonna go move into the realm of Fear Factory. All right, Fear Factory announces U.S. tour celebrating the Manufacturer 30th anniversary with full album performance. Yeah, man, I bet Fear Factory's hitting the road this fall for one of their most anticipated tours yet. In honor of the 30th anniversary of their groundbreaking 1995 album, The Manufacturer, the industrial metal legends will embark on a massive U.S. trek that pays tribute to the machine-driven masterpiece. Shit, I remember that fucking thing came out in 95. Damn, that's when my son was born. Shit. Damn, I think if I'm not mistaken, I remember picking it up right after he was born. Yeah. That's crazy, man. Wow, 30 years, man. I mean, look, it is. The first couple of Fear Factory albums I'm a big fan of. I mean, I know that there was, later on, I wasn't really, it was on and off with some of the stuff, and then, the band started going, haywire, but it is what it is. All right. And then we're going to go into some metal bochinche. All right, it's kind of old metal bochinche, but for some reason it's just gonna keep coming up. Cannibal Corpse, okay, they going into the realms of they're talking about Chris Barnes again. Basically, they said we knew Chris Barnes had to go. We phoned him on the road and said, "Dude, you're out." It was as simple as that. It's how Cannibal Corpse made '90s death metal classic Violent ended up the U.S. charts. That was basically. What they were saying I guess at that point they saw they were going in a different direction from what Barnes was trying to do and what Cannibal Corpse was getting a little bit more progressive. They said that basically they didn't like any of the lyrics. They basically, Paul Masquerade basically went and they changed everything around. Anything that they had recorded on that Vile album with Chris Barnes was basically taken away. And while he was on tour with 6 Feet Under, they called him and they told him he was out. Chris, just be glad you wasn't they didn't do to you what they did to Dave Mustaine in Metallica. It was kind of, like, it is what it is. I mean, from what they were doing, I mean, you could hear both sides of the story. You could probably have two tales of it to agree on each side on how maybe fucked up one was one than the other, but that's what happens, man. Unfortunately, I still say it, man. When the band becomes a business, it's it could turn good friends into enemies like that, and that's a shame. All right, so that's all I got right now. I'm gonna send it over to Rich, the silent producer. Let's see what else he got. Take it over, Rich.
Saturday, October the 18th, in Indiana, the Iron Fortress Fest. This festival will be taking place at the Black Circle. Saturday, September the 20th at the Meadows in Brooklyn, Fear Factory Live. October 28th in Brooklyn, New York, live Biohazard with Onyx. October the 11th at an undisclosed location, Hospital Records presents Hospital Fest 2025 with Sex Messiah. August 23rd in Buffalo, New York, the return of Rotrevor at 23 Review Place. September 25th at the Woodshop, Inoculation Live. August 7th through the 10th, Bloodstock, Open Air. August 24th at the Meadows, Brooklyn, New York, Desolus with the return of Gruesome. September 19th and 20th, Mordid Red invades California. 90s death metal band Ossuary now has their full catalog streaming on Spotify. Death Hammer's latest album, Crimson Dawn, will be available on Hell's Headbangers. Generation Records in New York is taking the advanced pre-orders for the Agnostic Front, Sick of It All, Gorilla Biscuits live at the Super Bowl of Hardcore vinyl release. Coming soon, Tone Joker's Vinyl Haul. Paul from Pro Fanatica is selling $50 little bottles of jizz. And now you can buy Barry's toenail clippings on his OnlyFans.